Welcome back. Frank is Anekwe, Los Angeles director, LA. Now, how to protect your film with trademarks and copyright. How to protect your film with trademarks and copyright. Again, this is a subject that I handle during my masterclass. Why? It's a high level conversation. It's not a conversation for non professionals. Now, when it comes to trademark and copyrights, it's a non negotiable. When it comes to trademarks and copyright, it's a non negotiable. Jack Nicholson, the actor, but chose to take a pay cut when they made the first Batman, and he opted to be paid 20% or 5% of the entire franchise. So he owned the trademark to Batman Returns back in 1971, something like that. And in the 90s, when Christian Bale did Batman again, right? Badass Batman. His version was crazy. Christian Bale is psycho. So when he did his version, basically, Jack Nicholson was paid $200 million because of intellectual property. Owning the rights to film property is not a joke. So trademarks and copyrights are non-negotiable, right? Ryan Coogler did this big film that blew up everywhere, right? From Fruitvale Station to his current one he did with your boy, right? Now, this one is a hit right now, right? Massive. Besides, I mean, you know what happened with what's your boy, the past from that movie, Black Panther. He did that, right? I don't know what his contract looks like, but he better own the intellectual property of his films, because if he doesn't, then the money is going to the big guys. It's that simple. Now, the United States Patent and Trademark Office, handles copyrights and trademarks and patents, right? USPTO.gov. Get used to it. USPTO.gov. I registered two things there. I registered the American Film Awards, American Film Awards. American Music Awards belongs to the clock, the late the clock, right? And then it became a TV show, blah, 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 right? I did the same thing with film. I own the American Film Awards trademark. I paid a couple of thousand to have it trademarked in 1990 something. No, maybe 2000, right? And it's on record. You can Google my name and the patents office. You see the trademark. That allows me to have an R. That little R you see next to Nike, that's registered trademark, right? Gucci has it. All the big brands have it. Get that for your film. There's two steps. Copyright your film itself. You know when you hear guys say, hey, that film looks similar to my idea. Oh, I had this idea first. I came up with that first. All that crap doesn't matter. What matters is who was the one that filed copyright for the idea at first. So if you wrote Black Panther, I saw somebody saying they wrote Avatar, right? Some African guy said he wrote Avatar, that this guy stole it from him, blah, 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 But the problem is you can't show evidence that you wrote it. You don't have the copyright to the written work. If you have a copyright and they made variations of it, then you can sue and get some money. But if you don't have protection, you have no right in court. So please own the trademark to your script. If you're writing a film and you think it might be a hit, become a novel, become a stage play, become this, become that, become a TV show, just copyright it and own the copyright to the product. It's called intellectual property. Get into that play. It's a long term play. Own the copyright. Now, if it's a special mark, like Warner Brothers belongs to them. I made a movie once and I put the Warner Brothers logo. I put the Warner Brothers logo on my film on my DVD and I put it out there. I had balls, but you may not have balls. I had balls. I did it. They didn't come from me. I was broke anyway. It didn't matter. But don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Don't put your poster and put the Warner Bros. Logo on it. Don't do it. That's crazy. I did it, but I'm crazy. So listen, USPTO is the United States Patent and Trademark Office. You need to apply for trademark protection for your film. You need to apply for trademark protection for your film. It takes a few months. They read what you said. When I mean film, I mean the title of your film can be protected by copyright. It's by trademark, right? The copyright can give copyright protection protects your script. Listen to me. Copyright protection protects your script and your film. But your trademark for the logo of your film company is protected by trademarks. If your film title is dope, you might need to trademark it also, like Black Panther, right? So if your film title is part of your sales machine and it's part of your brand, you might want to trademark it as well. It's about $120 to get the stuff filed initially, and then you pay like maybe another 200 every 5 years or something to maintain the trademark, right? Now there's PCT international trademark for that allows you to protect it in Europe and Geneva, all that stuff outside of America, right? You can do that if you have some money. You can spread your wings. If you feel like your brand is going to be heavy abroad, hey, do it. Nothing to lose, right? Now, let me say this again. Trademark protection is good for your film, your merchandise, your film distribution, your copyrights, and your storyline. So, a printed version of your film might be a novel, might be a play, it might be on TV, it might be whatever, it might be a script. Your trademark protects you from all those things. All those properties are all intellectual properties. Jay-Z, Jigga Man, owns the trademark to Beyonce, owns the trademark to himself, Jay-Z, he owns the trademark to Rockefeller, Rockaway. He owns, go on, it's unlike public information. Go on USPTO, you can see who owns what. It's not about rapping, it's about having the rights to your name. That happened to Prince. Artists formerly known as Dom. He didn't buy the rights to Prince. Warner Brothers took it and slave, right? So we know what that drama is about. Many people complain that they don't have the rights to their music. Many old musicians, black people from the 60s, lost their music because it was stolen. But I know copyright protection may not have helped them because it was a different time, right? But nowadays, you have no right to allow your copyright or the protection of your trademarks to lapse. No, you got to keep on top of it. You know, mine is going to be expiring in about 2 years. So every now and again, I'll look into the site to make sure I go to their website, uspto.gov. uspto.gov. It means United States Patent and Trademark Office. That's what it stands for. uspto.gov. uspto.gov. Get used to it. Protect your film, protect your script, protect your finished movie, protect your branding so that when you print your merch, you own it, right? If I own the right to your film's merch, think about this. Love Jones, The Best Man, those films, right? They can have sweaters and flowers and music and chocolates for the holidays. Best Man holiday is coming up. I will sell merch with Macy's. I will connect with the Christmas packages. I'll sell flowers with the branding. The Best Man with a circle R on it. I won't own it. I won't leave that bag on the table. I'm not leaving that for Macy's. I'm getting that bag too. I'm not just making a movie. I'm getting the intellectual property. in the game. I'm getting paper from that too. Own everything. You know, when you see when your film blows up like Love Jones, when your film blows up like Black Panther, you better own the rights to something. It makes sense to own the intellectual property to your products, right? To own the right to them. See, this, if you have the intellectual property to music, right? Somebody can sue you for touching their music. Same thing with film and the branding. You can do the same thing. You can own these properties because they will serve you for life. So get in that swing. Make sure you understand what's going on. Again, how to protect your film with trademarks and copyright. That's the masterclass. Trademarks and copyrights are non-negotiable. You must get them, right? The USPTO.gov is where you get it. It takes a couple of months to apply for it. The process takes a couple of months. You supply some specimens. You make sure that your specimens are drawn professionally. I'm a designer, so I draw my stuff by hand. So make sure you draw it properly. Hire a designer from Fiverr to do it for you. And then when you design these logos, remember, that's what you have to use to market your product. You can design something that looks like Gucci and claim it's your logo. The one that you trademark is what you have to use. And for you to get the trademark, this is an important point. It has to be in use. So you don't just apply and get it today. You have to prove to the USPTO that you've been using it for a while. Because the brand, the actual physical look of the brand, the actual logo itself, in the way it looks in commerce. In other words, the way it looks in real life has to be shown. You have to submit a specimen to the USPTO that this logo has been used in commerce and sales. So I have to send them a bunch of DVDs and stuff, posters, film posters, as evidence to show that the trademark has been used in business, in commerce. Then it qualifies to then be given a trademark protection. That's important to know. They didn't just give it to you because you said you own it. They want to see it with sales receipts to show that you own the brand. So when you have a logo like Nike, a Nike sign belongs to Nike, the company. But I'm sure, like way back in 1946 or whenever they had a trademark application, they had to submit information that showed the shoe was on sale. Because Nike was first called Tiger Shoes. Tiger Shoes. It wasn't Nike at first. So when Nike took the name, Nike means the Greek god of action or something. No, victory, victory. The Greek god of victory is Nike. That's what Nike means. So when Nike came to apply for that name, it was first called the Tiger Shoes. Tiger Shoes. Then they formed Nike and then bought the rights to that name, to that logo, that swoosh sign, right? So people who own these signs, they're not just, Def Jam belongs to somebody. I'm not sure if it's Russell Simmons that owns it, but that Def Jam logo belongs to somebody. And when you look at everybody's signs to Def Jam, even today, they still has. And then the paper plane, I think is Rockefeller. I'm not sure, but Jay-Z owns that logo also. Those paper planes, they're a classic brand, and you see it in commerce everywhere. You see it on baseball caps. Jigger owns that, right? So basically, just be aware of these things. Just be aware of these commercial emblems that sell things, right? Nasir Jones has a very specific logo. Nas, the way it's written with the N and little A and big S, that logo may or may not belong to Nas. If you own the copyright, then you can use it. I mean, you don't need to use it. Nas is known. But the point is, the person that owns the rights is who owns the property. The intellectual, that's why it's called IP, intellectual property. If you apply for the rights to own it, You own the right. Somebody else might have it in real life. That's what happened to Prince. Prince had a contract to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers owned his name, Prince. That's why they had beef. Prince said, okay, now my name is now artist formerly known as Prince. Unpronounceable symbol. That's my name. My name is Prince, right? They took the Prince from him. He put slave on his face, trying to protest the trademark. Now, I'm not saying he didn't apply for his trademark, but he was 18 or wherever when he got signed to Warner Brothers. They signed him and owned him, owned everything. They owned his name. When he tried to leave, they say you can leave, but you can't take Prince. So he changed his name to the artist formerly known as Prince. I had that little crazy symbol that looked like a music sign. That became his name, an unpronounceable sign, symbol, right? Again, rest in power. So I'm going to leave this right here. In IP is the conversation. Get your protection. It's not expensive. It's no more than $200 to get your patents and trademarks. To maintain it is like $150 every 10 years. So it's not expensive to have, but to have it just in case. When I was trying to buy mine, I realized Jay-Z owned all of his. From Rockaway, Sean John too, Sean Puffy owns all his stuff. The Breakfast Club, all the stuff belongs to him. He owns all the rights. Even the liquor, even these drinks you see, I'm not sure if Rigorous owns his drinks, but let me tell you something, the trademarks are important because it allows you to put that stamp on that product and sell it, right? You can't distribute something if you don't own it. So as a filmmaker, when you produce your film, that's why I'm having this conversation with you. It's a masterclass conversation because it's a high level conversation for those that are actually going to do it. It's not for the kids, right? Because when you start owning property, when you start owning the rights to your things, then when you start paying for it, that's when you own it, right? It's not about when you might have the swag, look cool, but who are the owners? Who are the names on the document? Who are the names that own this document? Right? That's what matters. In court, what properties do you own? Right? They look at the deed. They look at who signed the deed. The deed is the owner, right? It may not be. You might think it's you. You might own music, but whose name is on the trademark? You might write a nice song as a hit. You're blazing, dancing, twerking. Who owns the rights to the music? Who owns the actual copyright? Who applied for it? Maxwell owns his name. Maxwell the singer, he owns his name. I've checked it. I saw it. He owns the trademark. He owns his name belongs to him. It doesn't belong to Sony. I was impressed. I was very impressed. I'm not impressed that he's not giving us albums. 5 years we're waiting. But the point is, he owns his trademark. He owns his name, and that's a good thing. That's swag, right? When you own your name, it means that you respect your brand. It means that you're investing in yourself. That's an important thing. You have to own your brand. When you spend that money owning your brand, it means that you're ready for the big money. Because lawyers and accountants companies look at this stuff. They're like, this guy's ready. He's in the right lane. I'm gonna cut this here. Catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. My name is Frank Sinekwe, a lead director, producer. Let's make it happen.